Hey, how's it going, guys? You good? Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. How's it going? Everyone ready? Are you ready? I'm actually surprisingly ready. I need to wrap everything, but I save it till last minute. It's all fresh then, innit? Less chance of it being knocked on things and cut and stuff. Talking about gifts, the item that we're talking about today is a gift. It's actually something that I'm getting from my mum. There's a reason for it. I upgraded her last Christmas to a new laptop because hers was dying. I didn't need to get her anything fancy or anything, so I got a little 13-inch laptop. It does her perfectly. However, you know, she's dropped down in size, which is fine because, like, she got herself a little camper van, and I thought it being a bit lighter and newer, and I gave it a new battery, new storage, everything in it was fresh. The only thing that was old really was the laptop, and it was in really good shape. That being said, she is a vicar and she does a lot of sort of like FaceTiming and stuff, and knowing that it's a 13-inch laptop and she prefers the trackpad and keyboard of a laptop. I don't like the thought of her just gamer positioning at her age, it's not fair. So, I got her a little stand, it's just a little Amazon stand, you know, just a laptop stand so she can bring it upright. And so that she can still use a keyboard, because she is not going to, she doesn't want to use a mouse. She's a trackpad warrior, and that's fine with me, there's no biggie. But she is a trackpad warrior. So I got her this, the Logitech K400. Do you know what, yeah? Am I doing a video to say that this is a great gaming keyboard and you should get it? No, I'm not doing that, like. However, it is a decent little keyboard. It is decent enough to type on. It feels nice to type on. It's a decent keyboard. It's lightweight, and you can literally plug this thing into anything. If you want to just literally throw a keyboard into your Xbox so that you don't have to type when you're watching something on YouTube, or you just want to scream obscenities like it's the early 90s. You could do that with a keyboard. It's so much better than using the controller. I think I've made myself clear on that in the past. Full transparency, I use this keyboard on a regular, pretty much daily, for my capture rig, which is at this present moment recording the audio for this. 1 second. See? If I press the Windows button. We're a good distance away from it as well. It's completely wireless. It uses Logitech's wireless, and let's be fair, Logitech's pretty good at wireless. But should we have a look, see what comes in the box? Right, guys, Merry Christmas. Right, in the box, quick snippy snip. In the box, you get the keyboard, nicely wrapped up. Like I said, we'll have a look what's in this box. Your instructions. For this keyboard, they literally put the USB thing, like literally in the box, right there. So you get your USB thing, you get your keyboard, a nice little bit of turtle death. Look, it even shows it killing a turtle. There's a man holding it over a turtle's head there, and you can also use it to kill babies. Nice. I am not saying that Logi is promoting baby death. No one is. It's saying, please be careful. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool by my jokes. Anyways, you've got a pretty decent, like, very usable trackpad, a couple of usable buttons. It's, you know, it works just like most trackpads. Works really well. You got your little mouse finder button. You know, click that and it'll show you where the mouse is on the screen. And it's, you know, it's the usual, I think, what is this, TKL layout? Or shorter. Anyways, you've got your directional buttons, full keyboard. The only downside keyboard-wise to this whole keyboard is that there is no indication light for the caps lock. So that can be a little bit irritating, especially if you like me, use it on a system where there isn't one. I mean, I don't think that's going to be a problem for my mum with her laptop, because I'm presuming that the caps lock light on the keyboard on the laptop will light up when this is on anyway. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem for my mum, but it is for me. So that is a little bit of an irritation. you just got to remember which one you had it on, whether it's on or off. Remember to look up when you press your first letter. I suppose that's the best way to look at it. Because if not, you end up with every time you put a capital in, it's a lowercase letter and vice versa, and it just looks stupid when you look up and you've written a couple of paragraphs. Like, you look at the screen finally and you've written like a paragraph or two and it's all wrong. Yeah, it's annoying. So that is a downside, Logi. You could have just put a little LED light on the button and that would have made this thing perfect. But the other downside that most people will find, see that you've got a nice little on-off button at the top there. Nice physical, solid button. But the downside that most people will see is that it takes batteries, right? Yes, it takes batteries and they'll give you this little tab that you can pull off. You don't even need to take the casing off, it'll just yank off and get straight into action. So the batteries are out of action until you pull that. So I'm not gonna pull that yet. And yes, it does take batteries and yeah, all right, it's not the best, but remember, two AA batteries, right? You pay about £2.50 for one, for a box of 4, right? But 2 AA batteries, and we just point out 18 months. 18 months. Let that sink in for a second, people. So, for £2.50, hate on batteries all you want, right? But if you dispose of them properly, you dispose of them properly. There are proper channels and proper ways to dispose of batteries. So, for them to go into recycling, or the materials get stripped down to what they can use, and then reuse those for probably more batteries. So you can hate on it as much as you want. At the end of the day, yeah, that £2.50 pack of batteries, say 4 Duracells, that £2.50 pack of batteries will give you 3 years of powering this keyboard. Basically, it means that for a year and a half, you don't ever need to worry about plugging this into anything. You don't ever need to worry about it dropping out on you whilst you're using it. I will say now that mine over there that I've had for about 8 months and I've never even needed to think about it. So yeah, yes, it's plastic. Yes, it can be a bit of a fingerprint magnet. It's pretty solid construction though. The only rattle you ever get is from the battery. But once everything's clipped in, right, it's fine. Yeah, so that's what you get. It's fairly clean packaging, it's straight to the point. But I'd just like to point out that more often than not, this keyboard is on offer for around £29. So about $30, $35. And for that price, guys, can you really beat it? Like, what else are you getting? Some crappy membrane thing, not even wireless. And if it is wireless, probably not the best of wireless. Probably poor battery life, you gotta charge it all the time. And realistically, on the whole, you know, bad for the environment stuff, right? Which one is better for the environment? Yeah, okay, the construction might be a bit crap, right? But if I'm only ever using 2 batteries in this thing for 18 months, and the alternative is having to charge it, like, I don't know, like once a month or every couple of months or something, which one's using more carbon to keep it powered? I'm curious, because personally I think it's the battery. Either way, this thing is friggin' awesome. You should definitely get one. If you need, basically, if you want a keyboard, because I felt like this would be ideal for her camper as well, because she'll be able to sit down, put something on a laptop or whatever, and she could just sit on her little couchy thing over the way with this on her lap and just be fine. Just potter away, do what she wants with it. So I thought it'd be ideal for that. So yeah, my thoughts on the K400 Plus. This thing is absolutely friggin' wicked. At the end of the day, yeah, for 30 quid, yeah, this thing gives you, yes, it's on batteries, but those batteries last 18 months. So for, like I said, for what? A $5 pack of batteries are gonna last you 3 years of powering this device. So like, I feel like the whole carbon footprint thing is nil and void because batteries have already been produced. So there are batteries already made. And if you recycle those batteries afterwards, I really think that your carbon footprint is more reduced than what someone that's using a charged wireless port that has to charge this thing every couple of months. But that being said, it's a friggin' wicked little thing. It's comfortable to use. The keys are nice, the keyboard's nice. You know, it's familiar. Like, I'm not gonna say it feels like any particular keyboard. It just, in general, feels familiar. I don't know, it's just a nice keyboard. It's a very usable trackpad. Yes, not having a caps lock light is a bit shit. I kinda hate that Logitech. Kinda really fucking hate it. I fucking hate you. I'm not a fan of the caps lock not having a light. Should we just leave it at that? Should we just leave it at that? But past that, this is an absolutely friggin' wicked little keyboard for any media device or any NAS or capture rig or, you know, secondary PC or just like a media PC that you've got set up for your front room and you just want something that is slim and small that you can just dart into a cupboard or a drawer and not worry about until you need it and not even ever need to really think about the batteries, because let's be honest, if you're not using it every day and you've got a good chance of getting 18 months of this thing out if you use it every day. Then if you don't use it every day and you turn it off when you're not using it, you could get a couple of good few years out of this before you even put a battery in it. So bonus. And I can almost guarantee, right, to try and point out the provenance and how good this keyboard is for its value and for what it does. It is very good at what it does. And what it does is a wireless media keyboard with a trackpad. It does everything that is here very, very well. Yes, it's another Logitech keyboard that is good, but at the end of the day, if it's good, it's good. And if you need proof of it, I can almost guarantee that every single one of the creators that you watch on this very platform, especially the tech savvy ones, the ones that literally, you know, your tech YouTubers, I can almost guarantee that regardless of what they're promoting, regardless of what they're sponsored to use, and regardless of what they use as their general keyboard on screen in front of you, right? I can almost guarantee that every single friggin' one of them has got one of these somewhere in the background. You'll probably see them in videos, like literally just in the background, on videos, just sat on the side. The easiest way to tell is this yellow line. It's fairly distinctive. The yellow line and the yellow button up there. I endeavour, have a look. You will just see this keyboard just show up in the background and stuff. And the reason is because it's so freaking good. So look, if you only want to spend 30 quid and you want a keyboard for, say, like I said, media PC, Xbox, smart TV, any of those things, so that you just want to be able to just chuck it into a drawer or into a cupboard or onto a shelf. It's not very thick. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty thin. You can do that. If you need a keyboard for a capture rig, a NAS, like a server, any of those things, it's going to do that and it's going to do a really good job of it. Like, you can pretty much plug this into anything that's got a USB-A port. And to be fair, if you get a USB-A to C adapter, you could probably use this on your phone, on your tablet. Like, I don't know whether it works with Mac devices. It probably does though. I will, you know, they don't tend to leave them out. I'm pretty sure it says it on the box that it works with Mac. But yeah. So yeah, guys. Look, if you need a media keyboard for 30 quid-ish, $35, like this Logitech K400 Plus is an absolute banger and you cannot go wrong. That being said, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you all get everything that you want. And really fat. Fat and drunk. And all your presents. Anyways, guys, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Love you, bye. Merry Christmas!